which is really weird. Okay, so 3-2-21 for you guys. Translate algebraic expressions. And again, please write it the same way. Nobody knows what a variable is, or are we typing? Maybe we're typing. I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I know it's first period. It's 8:36, but let's wake up. Actually, I think it's like I don't know how it's 8:39. No one knows what a variable is? Come on, guys. All right. So, a variable, the definition of a variable, and then we'll get into some examples. Yeah, it is kind of like, you guys read it? It says a quantity that may change within the context of a math problem. Any letter can represent a variable. Any letter. Usually it's X, Y, Z. That's the most common. But we can use any letter we want. Notebook checks from last week. So, all right, so let's look at, thank you. Let's look at something like this. 4x minus 7 equals 5, right? We're not going to worry about solving this yet. We're going to learn about it, okay? So, our 4 is called our coefficient. Oh, I should let you see that. There you go. And these words you really aren't going to use a whole lot. I just want you to be aware of them because next year when you get into math, you're going to be seeing this a lot more. So your 4 is your coefficient. That x is our variable, right? Our letter x, they're using x. And then our 7 and our 5 are called our constants, okay? So write that down. Like I said, you won't need this a whole lot for what we're doing. I do want you to know it and be familiar with it for next year because you will encounter this. Letting you know anyway. When translating an algebraic expression, if you see the word sum and added to, that means that you're adding. And since we're dealing with the expressions of them and translating them, that means writing them. So you're going to get words thrown at you and you're going to write them in their expression, okay? And we will do examples, so don't worry. So write that down. When translating an algebraic expression, sum and added to equal add, or your plus. Anybody know what the sum of y and 2 would look like? Yes.
Yes, tiger.
Tiger, woohoo. Yes. So we say the sum, I'm going to write it over here. So sum, we know, is going to be adding, right? Well, we're adding the sum of y and 2. So we just do y plus 2. Now when you're adding, you could have it as 2 plus y, but you kind of want to write it as it's saying it, okay? So sum of y and 2. There you go. That's it. Not too super hard. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, 2 is added to y. And there's our added to, right? Just like I said up here. So we know we're going to add. So what is that one going to look like, you guys? Tell me what 2 is added to y looks like. Oh, man.
Yes, you guys. That's good.
There you go. Nice. So 2 plus y. Good job. Nice. Not so scary, right? Not so bad. All right. Can I turn the page? Or does anybody need me to wait?
Hold on a second.
Okay. Make sure you write these down, too, the examples, guys, so that you know what you're doing. Don't just write this, because then when you go to do your work and if you get stuck, you're going to be like, what the heck did that mean? Tell me when you're done, Eric. See the words difference, take away, subtracted, minus, or less than. You know you're going to subtract, right? You're going to use your subtract symbol. So write that down. So if we see difference, the word take away, subtracted, minus, less than, that all equals to subtract. I know it seems silly to tell you that, but I record. My goodness gravy. So take away 5 from m. That would be m minus 5. Remember, just as you read it, guys, that's kind of how you're going to write it. So take away 5 from m. You may not write it in the same left to right fashion, but you're going to write it as you read it, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, let's write down our next one. Our next one's going to say 9 less than s. I'll give you the whole example and then tell me what you think. So again, you're going to put the 9 second, because if you read it, 9 less than s. Someone tell me after you write that down what you think that would be. He's just telling us s minus 9. So let's see, 9, and I would write my 9, right? Less than s, because we're taking it away from s. S has to be in the front. S is not a variable that I like because it kind of looks like a 5 to me because my 5s are funky. That's why they use X, Y, Z a lot, because those are easy to distinguish. All right, ready to wait? You know, I smacked my finger this morning and it hurts. Like my nail part. Yeah, I was like, oh, hate when I do that. All right, I'm assuming no one needs me to wait. Okay, cool. I got you. And that is an S, remember. Sorry, I know it kind of looks like my 5, but that's why I don't like S. Okay. Alrighty, where am I? There I am. Alright, let's look. Let's look at this one. 4 is subtracted from m. So again, it's one of our minus words up there, right? We know we're going to subtract. And remember, when you see any of those words, we're going to put our number second, right? So what would that look like? 4 is subtracted from m. We know we're doing subtraction, so I'm going to write that down. And Keisha's saying m minus 4. Everybody agree or anyone disagree? Anybody out there?
Or did you guys go back under the cover?
Well, Keisha's right. 4 is subtracted from our m, which means we have to have that m in front. Remember, if you write it the other way, it will be wrong. So you have to remember what those words actually mean for you. All right, I'm going to wait 30 seconds or so. Leave that one up, but I'm looking at the last one here. So let's look at this one. P minus 6. All right, P minus 6. That one's probably a little easier. So what would P minus 6 be? I like Keisha's answer. Anybody else? P minus 6. That one's easy, right? P minus 6. We're not taking it away. We're not subtracting from. So we wouldn't put the number in, or the, you know what I mean, the number in front. Sorry. I can't. It's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. Holy moly.
It is.
I'm tired. So P minus 6. It's different because we don't have the variable written in front. That's what I was trying to blurt out of my mouth. All right, any questions so far on that? We're going to look at a few more with different meanings. This. If we see the words product of or times, that means to multiply, right? And that can be represented with an X or our dot. Will not make your problem wrong no matter what one you use. So product of and times would mean to multiply.
Isn't there too many F's there?
I liked my F's, okay?
Okay.
Product off.
Wait.
But yeah, no. Yeah, we need to say product of. Let me get out my beautiful, ugly. I need that white out that's like the paper strips, but I ran out, so all I have is this stupid liquid crud. There we go.
Okay.
There you go. How's that, guys? Better? How come none of you caught that except Miss Susie? Oh, that's right, because you guys are sleepy. Okay. It says product of 7 and G. Okay, we know we're multiplying, right? So we can either use the multiplication sign or the dot. I really don't care. It means the same thing. So what would that look like, you guys? Product of 7 and G. Awesome. And see, Noah didn't, if you guys notice, he didn't even use one of the signs, because technically when you're using a variable, you don't need actually even to put this sign in here. You just put them right next to each other, and it means to multiply. But if you were to put it with, like, say Keisha did with the dot in there, I'm not going to mark you wrong. So, but when we go in to start doing work into varsity, like next week, because this work won't be in varsity this week, then you'll have to have it like this. So let me just add a little note here for these little guys. Don't need, I'm writing funny so it looks even messier. Don't need to write. We'll put that. They're just there to know that that's what that means, okay? But we don't need to write those in our answer. So product of 7 and G.
We're not the right problem, okay.
No, not that much. Just those guys. So product of 7 and G would be 7G. All right, let's look at 7 times G. What's that going to look like, you guys? Make sure you write down the example too. 7 times G. Just a little bit different wording, but show me what it looks like. Yes, just 7G again, right? So that is just 7G. So our product of and times are meaning we're multiplying. We're just going to put them right next to each other. Awesome. All right, anyone need me to wait? We got 2 more to look at. Let me know if you need me to wait. I'll leave them on there, though, so you can still see them, but we're good. All right, let's look at dividing. All right, so here's our divide. So obviously the word is divide. There's not really another word they're going to use for you, so that means to divide. And on these ones you will use, most likely you're going to use the slash. So if we look at h divided by 8, write that down and then tell me what does that look like to you. What do you think? H divided by 8. Okay, everyone agree with Noah? Do they think he's wrong or right? What do you think? Someone else. Anyone? Keisha, since you've been answering me, do you agree with Noah? H divided by 8. Yeah, okay. So it's going to look like H and then our slash and divided by 8. That's it. Easy peasy. Alright, I think I got one more. Sorry, I'm going to take my sticky off of there. Alright, x divided by 8. Write that one down and then tell me what it looks like. X divided by 8. Ooh, no, it's quick. Alright. I'm going to say you are correct, sir. X divided by 8. Okay, so any questions on translating our algebraic expressions, guys? I just thought it was kind of, sometimes if you hear someone else explain something, it sounds a little better.